my name's Alan Edwards, and in this Estranged development blog video I'm going to show you how I've quickly thrown together this sequence with Sequencer, which is a new Unreal Engine 4 feature. It replaces Matinee, and it basically allows you to put down tracks in the editor and have kind of animation, keyframed animation happen along them, and more complex things, but for now I'm just going to show you this sequence because this is something I've been working on just to kind of give an introduction to the first level of Estranged Act 2. This will probably change in the future, so don't take this as final content, but I'm just going to show you this as it gives you an introduction to the player. So let's just show this one. And that was the intro. So you see that we saw the titles, fell down from that ledge up there, fell into the water, and then got up again. So let's see how we put that together. So let's go back out of immersive mode. Let's go right to the beginning of the track. Now you see here we have a fade. So where is our fade? There's our fade. So our fade runs from 0 seconds up to 1 second, and then we fade in. Now the reason we can only see the Estranged logo and black is because at that point the cinematic camera, which is the thing here, is looking at this. And this is a UMG widget which is being rendered in the world with the widget component. So if we go here to the properties of the widget component, let's just make that a bit bigger, we can see the widget class is this. Let's open that up. So you can see it has this fade in track on here as well. This is a very similar interface to Sequencer. You can have keyframes here. So this is actually kicked off as soon as the level is loaded. So you can see this actually fades in the Act 2 there. So when the camera is pointed at this, you're actually watching a UMG widget play. So let's go back to the sequence. So once you're past that, that's how long the animation in UMG takes to finish. It then fades out. And that's also in UMG, the actual fade out at the end there. You can see the background fades out and then Act 2 fades in. So there's actually nothing to do there. So what happens after that is the camera starts moving. Now it makes this rather strange movement round. We need to change that at some point, but this is just an introduction, just kind of a basic introduction to the level. As I said, it will change later. So the camera pans around, you can see the rock in front of you. I can actually get a preview up from the camera at this point, so you can see it pans down from there, you see the vines up there, and then you see the camera shunting forwards, as if the player, the fisherman, is falling down from the rock. He's looking over, and then he jumps, and you can see whoosh, the splash as the camera shoots into the pool. There we go, and the player is now looking up at where they came from, and then follows the path and gets up. Looks down, looks up again, and then we fade out and fade back in again to allow the player to actually move. So this was all done just using dragging and dropping in the editor. So you see when the camera's here, all we need to do to move it to here is move the sequencer frame to there, reposition it with this, and then just make a new keyframe. And that's how you do anything in Sequencer. It's very, very easy to use, and this is a very basic one. You can make very, very complex multi-shot sequences to make very complex cinematics. But as I said, this is just an introduction to the first level, and it's going to change. So This is what we have so far. Let's watch the whole thing again. Let's just F11 it. Oops. And LMP. So there's the UMG widget fading in the text. Then the background of the widget fades out. Act 2 fades in. And then the camera pans around. The widget goes off screen. The widget gets deleted at this point. And then we fall in here, splash. And we're looking around. And we fade in. And we're playing again. And you can use this in conjunction with events in the level blueprint. For example, I said earlier that the widget has been removed. It has actually been killed, so it's not rendering anymore, and you can't see it if you try and look up there. So that's the very basic intro sequence with Sequencer. Thank you for watching.